Hi, it's Robbie from Southern California, and of course, Kitty. And well, you're going to see why I have not done any updates on the deck in the past 2 weeks. I'm working in between all the pouring rain. It was raining all night last night. It's been raining for days, and they said it wasn't going to rain today. But look, the clouds broke out. So I ran out here a little bit ago, and I did some new stuff in here, and I'll show you that in a minute. We've had so much rain that everything is so heavy and wet to move, and I want to move a lot of soil around, so I haven't gotten to that. But a lot of things are happening. You know what? Let me show you over here on the deck. As you know, I have been working my tail off. Oh, there's the gang down there. Look at that. To try to get more feeders up here to give the birds more room. But the opposite has happened. What's happened now is it's brought in more birds. Now I got a trio there. You probably remember I started with one. That's the same place where the hummingbird had a nest that time in the window. Then when she had a nest, I had to put a second one here. And then recently this year, I put two. And yesterday I went ahead and strung that thing I had. It was from my gazebo. We never used it, had no reason for it. And I thought, wait a minute, I can hang 3 or 4 feeders off of it. So I hung that up. And then I may hang another 3 here. I got to go back in a second. You can see a lot of them are empty because they come in literally by the thousands. I have no idea how many gallons I'm going through right now. But anyways, oh, I wanted to show you that too. So anyways, everything is going good. I am working on the deck. As soon as there's a little break in the rain, like now, I run outside and get some stuff done. And look at this. I picked this up from Home Depot. This looks fake. I was a little bit worried that the hummingbirds would go crazy trying to figure out if they have to feed off of it or not, but they really haven't, done much. Instead, they feed off of this one, which is now empty, that I just put up. So that worked out good. It's just so pretty. It's the prettiest thing I've ever seen. In fact, when I was there, a lady ordered 100 of these. Can you imagine 100 of these? So there's another one. I picked up 2. So all in all, the deck is going fabulous. What I love more than anything with the pouring rain is I run out here and I can grab cilantro. I could grab lettuce. I mean, tons of lettuce. It doesn't look like a lot, but we have been harvesting off of all this. Look at that. I had bigger yesterday. I picked a whole bunch to eat. So it has worked out fantastic. Look at my greenhouse. Let me move this. I don't know if I'm gonna need another one. Look at my seedlings. Oh, I have to get into how I'm doing my seedlings now. Look how big they are. They're gonna come past the top. Broccoli, mustard, tomatoes. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do today only is just show you the one container I've planted up and why and how I'm doing it. I've got a couple zucchini seeds that grew, but out of there's been like 8, 9 I've planted without putting them on a heat mat, but in the house, they don't want to start. It's really the wrong time. So what I did in here was I had the one that I knew was good, had a tail on it, in the plastic bag method, but I did it this time in a pencil box. And the other ones didn't look good, so I went ahead and pushed them around, and a second one came up. So I just moved that, and we're going to see that in a second. And then I had some bush beans that did come up. So that's why I had to move it today, and I wanted to get that done. I thought I would share that with you. Maybe something will spark an idea. You might go, ooh, that's really cool. And I think I didn't explain myself so well. These are buckets I put in the kitchen to collect kitchen scraps, and they have holes already in them. And I do prep them, and I have to show you how I prep them. And then when I bring them out, look at this. I shouldn't show you. Ick. When I bring them out, I just sit them somewhere. So when I want to go plant in a container with the kitchen scraps, they're ready. Unfortunately, with all the rain, they sat there, they got waterlogged, and that water's been gold. I started watering all these plants with them. That's a compost tea out of kitchen scraps. And the plants absolutely love it. And as you can see quickly, we'll come back and do a full garden tour. Look at this. My lettuce loves my coffee can. Swinging in the sun when the sun comes out. It's doing really good, and I've got some parsley in there too. Everything is doing good. We've been harvesting radishes. I can't believe how many radishes we've been getting out of here, and I'm going to start planting more in there. I may harvest the whole thing and then plant more, but I started planting a few. I haven't gotten to that. That's spinach coming up, more cilantro, and I'm still taking lettuce out of here and planting it in different areas. Could you imagine? This is months old baby lettuce, and yet I can still come back here, pull them out and plant them somewhere else. I had extra radish seeds. I did a video and I used some radish seeds and then thought, I wasn't set up. Where am I going to put them? I stuck them in here. So it worked out really, really good. So I'm going to show you what I did here. Isn't that amazing? And I know Kitty wants some broccoli. Yes, we're going to tell him about your broccoli in a minute. So let me show you exactly what I just did here. And I don't know when it's going to rain again, but I wanted you to see this in case it gives you some ideas. So I'm going to plant probably a squash in here. This has got a really big hole. This is going to be full of compost. The squash will be here. So I've got a pole here if I need it there. And we're just going to go for it. I'm just putting all kinds of stuff in there. And then I can plant whatever I want. But the squash is going to have its own pot. This way it gets direct watering. So here what I did, the holes are here. See how the bucket's been filling up with the rain? So I'm going to make sure that I put the food, more of the food matter behind it, because I don't want it all to just drain through the food. I'm going to put more soil from other totes here. Look at even shipping labels, all different things, toilet paper rolls. I've got even bills in there, all kinds of stuff. Now let me walk over here for a minute and show you one other thing. This came out of there and I was going to toss it. That's garlic chives. So what I'm going to do is put that back on the top. I'm going to chop it all the way back and just set it on the top so it can grow if it wants. Probably back here. And then here, I may put a squash in there. I was going to put some stakes, but I don't think I need it. There's a stake here, and if I want to stake anything up, I could use that one. Of course, I could always go back later and do something. But this is all the soil that I already took out from what was in there from last year. And look at that. It's just all broke down and it's all beautiful. So I don't need that much. I might put potting soil or I might just use whatever I've got around here. But that's it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove this zucchini back here. Leaving this one will interfere with this one. We can't have more than one in here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here. So far there is no potting soil in here at all. But see the roots on this? This is garlic chives. I'm going to bury that in and stand it up. And this is all rotted leaves and everything that was just full of water around here I had brought up. And I'm going to put the soil back that I have left. And we'll see how it does with no potting soil at all. Which means this costs me nothing to fill up. Okay, so now we can come over here. I actually took a spoon and I spooned it out. I'm going to grab the whole thing for the roots. Going to end up pushing that back. Let me put this over here. This will take two hands, and I've got a camera in one, and I am right-handed. I want to push this back right now. Let me switch hands. Okay, so now I don't want to leave a hole here. And this is a zucchini, and that's when I planted the seed. Okay. So we want to make sure this is doing really good because we are way too early for zucchini. All right, and we're good on that. We leave that alone. Now, we're back to here. I needed my spoon. Hold on. Here's our beans coming up. Isn't that cool? Let's see. Bush beans. Cool. All right, back to this. Now this is going to be interesting because there's nothing in here. There's not one penny of potting soil. This is all the stuff I removed. This is garlic chives. I've just kind of cut them down. I'm cutting them back because, well, they're no good. They had black fly on them and stuff. Now we're going to have to kind of make room and get this wonderful little seedling in and see how it grows. And a bunch of those roots under there. All that matter of kitchen scraps, fresh. Okay, this is what you don't want. Let's go. He may eat them, he may not. I might put a little cover on him for the night. You know what, I think I will. Put all this effort into it, and then I come out tomorrow morning and the roly-polies ate them up. The roly-polies probably won't because there's so much stuff in here, they can dig on the side and get to all the matter that's in there, because they would actually rather have decaying matter than fresh matter, but when they can't find fresh matter. All right, what do I have here? You know, I had one around here. Huh. It doesn't take much. Look at that. For now, I can just leave that on there. It won't matter. I thought I had a different one, but I guess that's... I had one for that one. Oh, there it is. That's better. Let's go get it. I made this. Is this made for nothing? I took some old tool from around the garden. Okay, let's put this one, because this one's a little tight. And this one I made this. Let's see, I'm going to face the window on the other way, so this little guy can get sun. This is going to stay now because of the way I designed it. Now I just have to water it. Let's look on the other side. Look at the mess here. We've got another rainstorm coming, and look at that. Look at that. So that's it for now. I keep collecting kitchen scraps, and well, that's basically it. That is the kitchen scraps from the kitchen. And there's holes in it, and it's been raining. You know what I've been using this for? I've been getting a watering can. Why do you think everything's bursting in the life? And you know what this is? Rotting water from my kitchen scraps. This thing had such a hard time. Look at this. Rotting water. This is not what I intended this to be. But there's holes, and it's been raining, so everything's leaching in there. She knows. I've been using the rotting water in the broccoli, and the broccoli has just bursted to life. We've got so much broccoli growing all through here. These little bits of broccoli, and you know who wants it. Let me wash my hands because I've been touching rotting water, and I'll come back. So I hope that was fun. Just something short and quick for today. And yes, I've been using that rotting water to water her broccoli. This is another tote I've got to do. I don't know how I'll do it, and it just has bursted into life, literally overnight. I started doing this a couple days ago with the rotting water, and now it's absolutely full. Just full of little bits of these small broccolis growing. You know, a couple of you said you couldn't find sprouting broccoli, and that's the only one you wanted to grow. I'll give you a little hint on that. Go ahead and get whatever broccoli you can find. Here, sweetie. And then as soon as you get a fist-sized broccoli on the top, chop it. And when you chop it, you'll end up with all the side shoots growing all these little bits of broccoli. They'll look like broccoli spears, and you can cook with that. Boy, I've been collecting them in the yard ahead of broccoli plant, and when I took them from there, it made really a good meal out of just the side shoots growing. So with that, oh, she wants more. With that, have a wonderful day. And now it's getting dark again, so I better go get the hummingbirds redone. This is like 10 times a day. And I'm going to get some stuff done before it starts to rain again. It is getting dark. Have a wonderful day, and don't forget to eat what you grow. And we will do something proper on the deck soon because there's a lot going on, including cabbage.